Dear students, in previous period we have learnt about breathing mechanism in human beings. Okay. Today let's see about the breathing in other animals. So see here, animals such as elephants, lions, cows, goats, frogs, lizards, snakes, birds have lungs in their chest cavities. How we have no? Like that these animals also have lungs in their chest cavity. Okay. So how do other organisms breathe? Do they also have lungs like those of human beings? Let's find out. Okay. So some animals without lungs, how they are breathing. Okay. First we'll see cockroach. Have you seen cockroach? You already know about that very well. So a cockroach has small openings on the sides of its body. Okay, see here. Here are there that small openings. Other insects also have similar openings like a cockroach. How cockroaches have no small openings sides of the body, like that other insects also have. So these openings are called spiracles. Okay. The openings on sides of body are there, no? That are called as the spiracles. Okay. So insects have network of air tubes. Okay, air tubes have. That is called as the tracheae. See here. Here openings have inside in this type tube type are there. These, see this. These are called as the tracheae. Okay. That tracheae are there for the gas exchange. Okay. So air, how we are taking oxygen inside and giving out carbon dioxide, like that. So oxygen rich air rushes through spiracles, means that moves through the spiracles which has the oxygen most, that is into the tracheal tubes. Oxygen rich air moves to tracheal tubes and diffuses into the body tissue. See here, means that spread. Diffuses means what? That spreads. Okay, in body tissue, means in the total body, that is that which gas is rich in oxygen, that okay, into the tracheal tubes and that is spread into the body tissue. Tissue means what? It is also made of it cell one part, it is okay, that is, and reaches every cell of the body, means totally all body that reaches. And similarly, see here, similarly carbon dioxide from the cells goes into the tracheal tubes and moves out through spiracles. Okay, carbon dioxide moves out through spiracles. That small openings are through that. These are tubes. Okay, sorry, these air tubes or tracheae are found only in insects. This type of system not is there in any other group of animals. Okay, this type process, this type system of breathing, except insect, another group of animals not is there. This is found only in insects. Okay, spiracles and tracheae. Okay, this is the tracheal system of insects. Okay, this type is there. How cockroaches is there, no? Like that other insects also have like this system. Next we will see about the earthworm. You also earthworm also seen. Okay, no problem. So earthworm, that recall from chapter 9 of class 6th, that earthworms breathe through their skins. So in body movements lesson you already learned that. Okay, the skin of an earthworm feels very moist, no? And slimy slime it is. Chikat chikat telling like that. Slime, slimy it is on touching. And gases can easily pass through them to the theirs. Okay, that moist and slimy body is there, no? That the frogs have a pair of lungs like human beings. Frog have a lung, okay, like us. They can also breathe through their skin, which is moist and slippery. Okay, like that in earthworm not is there, but in frog also is there lungs. So in science laboratory, that hence frog is using, okay, when we are doing experiment, no, that time. Okay, frog have pair of lungs like a human beings. And that how air passes means through the skin. In insects or frog, how we are taking nose is there, no, like that not part is there. Okay, next point is breathing underwater, means underwater animals how they are breathing. See, can we breathe and survive in water? We can't breathe and we can't survive in water. Okay, so some animals are there, they are living in water, they are surviving in water. Okay, aquatic animals. So we can't survive there and we can't breathe there. Okay, there are many organisms are there which live in water. Okay, so how do they breathe underwater? See, you have studied in class 6 that gills. See, in body movements lesson coming, that also gills in fish help them to use oxygen dissolved in water. So see, water is made up of oxygen and hydrogen. So oxygen is present in water. In water, oxygen is dissolved. Oxygen is there in water. Okay, so gills are there, no, in fish. This is part of the body. Okay, gill. How lungs are there, no, like that. In human beings, some lungs are there, no, like that. In aquatic animals, they have the gills. Fish it is, especially fish. Okay, so that gills in fish help them to use the oxygen that is there in water. Okay, so gills are projection of the skin. See, this projections are there here like this. So lines are there, these are the projections, gills are there, this. Okay, so gills are projections of the skin. And you may wonder how gills help in breathing. Gills are well supplied with blood vessels for the exchange of gases. Through the gills, they are taking inside oxygen and giving out carbon dioxide. Okay, so gills are the breathing organs in fish. Okay, gill. So how we are using lungs? Like that, gills are helps to breathing. Okay, breathing organ it is. So next point is our do plants also respire? You already know that plants also respire. They also have the respiration system, means respiration. They also want a breathing. Like other living organisms, plants also respire for their survival, as we have learnt in class 6th. Okay, to survive, breathing is necessary. Okay, if we'll stop the breath, then we'll die. Like that also is there of other animals and plants also. Okay, so they also take in oxygen from the air and give out carbon dioxide. So one question is stuck in your mind. What is that? See here, that also I will tell you. During the photosynthesis process. Photosynthesis means what? Food making process it is. Plants are making their own food. So that time, plants taking inside carbon dioxide and leaving out oxygen. Okay, except that they are taking inside oxygen and giving out carbon dioxide, okay, except photosynthesis. That carbon dioxide is necessary to prepare their food, hence they are taking inside the oxygen in photosynthesis process. Here in the cells, in the plant cell it is, okay, oxygen is used to break down the glucose into carbon dioxide, okay, that oxygen used for the breakdown of glucose into carbon dioxide, and water is in other, how other organisms taking, no, like that, okay. In plants, each part can independently take in oxygen from the air and give out carbon dioxide. Each part are taking like that special in one form, that not situated like our nose, okay, like that knot is there. So there in the plants, each part can independently taking the oxygen, okay, from the air and giving out the carbon dioxide, okay. You have already learnt in chapter number 1 that the leaves of the plants have tiny pores, very smallest pores are there, holes. Pores means that tiny pores are that very smallest holes are called, that we found on leaves, okay, that are called as the stomata, okay. So stomata for exchange of oxygen and carbon dioxide, that openings are there, they are called as the stomata. They are through that stomata exchanging oxygen and carbon dioxide in plants. See, like all other living cells of the plants, the root cells also need oxygen. Plants, root also part of plant, isn't it? So that also have cells, then they also need oxygen to generate energy. So how they are taking air? See, means oxygen. Roots take up air from the air spaces that are present between the soil particles, okay. In soil particles, the space is there, no, that space has the air, okay, the space have air, okay. So empty what space is there that contains air, you already studied that. So in soil also air is present there, so from that roots are taking air. See this figure, then you can understand. These are the soil particles, these are the roots are there, okay, roots, and this is the root hair is there, okay. Root hair, lateral root, telling you that root hair are there, this type that have all root hairs, okay. So here this soil particles, and between their space is there, see this is empty space, okay. This contains, empty space contains the air, okay. Through like this the roots are taking air from the soil, okay. So students, can you guess what would happen if a potted plant is overwatered? If you grown plant in pot, then overwatered means what happen? That not grows proper. So after some time that turns into yellow. Or if that have the hole downside, water pot, plant pot, then through that overflows the water, okay. So if overwatered daily means after some days that will decay, because that not get the air from soil, roots are not get air from the soil, okay. So students, in this chapter we have learnt the respiration is a vital biological process. Vital means it is very important, essential it is. Respiration is a essential and very important biological process is there, and all living organisms need to respire to get the energy. How we are getting energy? Only no, for eating no, food only not. There we want this respiration process also, okay. So we are all organisms, not only we, all living organisms need to respire to get the energy needed for their survival. Energy is needed, that we get through also through respiration, okay. So students, respiration in organisms lesson is completed here. So I will send you the PDF of the lesson exercise, okay, PDF. You write that in your fair book. Okay, bye students, take care.